What is up, DTube Steam blockchain? So today I want to talk a little bit about why I don't like the term social trading. Those two words, social trading, because for me it sort of seems like it's one of these new buzzwords for 2020s, especially in the crypto sort of industry. So there's been a lot of these buzzwords in the past that people have been pulling around. And if you're a curious person, many of these terms that gets pushed around, you can sort of get a little bit more curious about, well, what is this industry really all about? Like, is there really any meaning behind this word, or is it just plain nonsense? And you can't know these things when you're new in an industry, because you have to do your own discovery, do your own exploring to see what something really is all about. Like, you have to be involved in something to really know, like, is this really something, or is this some serious nonsense? So the term social trading, it seems like different sort of companies and different sort of software, they started to love this new term, and they like build like apps and like software, and they like try to make systems like they're looking at, oh, exchanges are sort of popular, so let's kind of try to do exchanges with social, and let's put in the word trading there, and maybe let's put in some sort of software that sort of looks at statistics of what was successful in the past, and let's try to connect that with social, and let's mix this together and make some software and really try to sell it to the public. So you have what are they called? Isn't it like eToro? They're doing advertisement for this at the moment on the internet, on social media, websites, because I guess they assume, or well, they are trying to make their product, and then they like consider, oh, we advertise on social, so maybe we should throw in social trading inside of there. So I'm looking at projects like for the long term, and I don't really see that much market value then in this term social trading, or like, because I'm looking at it from like uh people that made the most value in, like, let's say Bitcoin, they were probably the guys that bought early, and let's say they bought like 10,000 coins. If they did not touch those coins, they probably did better, like than other people that sort of bought mining hardware or did something else with the coins, maybe sent the coins around. Like, the reality of it is that probably the people that made the most were the people that just bought it and then not even moved it. So maybe they moved it to another wallet, but the point of that is that imagine if the early Bitcoin guys, if they can do some social trading. Oh, they can do some social trading. They can see the trades their social friends are doing. Would they make more value from that? Or does social trading just sounds like there's some middleman somewhere that's gonna take a fee, and that it's not the people that's doing the social trading that is making the value, but it's the middle guy that is probably earning from the fees, the social fees. So yeah, like, if so this is kind of interesting, right? Because when you're looking at this industry, like, a lot of the ideas are that the value is in the value transfers, but I can do a value transfer on Ethereum for 2 cents. So if I send a value transfer to someone else on Ethereum, this is like 2 cents. It can be even down to 1 cent. So is there really that much value in that? Like, people sending those transactions around, especially the social people. I mean, the common people, like the real normal people. I mean, there is a lot of buzzword that is where the most value is. But if you're really looking at the industry, okay, so people that made the most Bitcoin, they probably never even touched it. And the people that maybe, I mean, with gold, for example, you can look at it as like, the idea of gold is that it's some form of value storage that we used before we had digital tokens. But a lot of the ideas about gold is like you sit on it, and of course there are people that makes trades and so on with it, and or maybe make good deals in wars or something like that, who knows. But it's like, but you're looking at it, and then you consider, for example, real estate, where people are sort of also like just sitting on that. They're just sitting on it, right? They're most of the times, and it just goes up in value because people are printing more money, printing more fiat every day. So the main value doesn't really seems to come from this trading aspect, but it's more having the right thing, that where the demand is going to go up and that it's going to become more scarce. But it doesn't seem like some social trading, like I haven't seen a product that is using social trading that seems like it would be a good thing. It's like a lot of companies, they seem to believe that, oh, we're gonna do social because everyone else is doing social, but maybe people should use specialize in something that actually is something that's real. So for example, in crypto, or we had Google, for example, they tried to do the social thing, and they tried to do that and they failed with Google Plus. So one big thing that people don't talk that much about, like, okay, so where is actually value coming from? Well, people in crypto usually do not talk about real businesses or building real businesses about something that actually has demand. So a simple example would be like, maybe, you know, there are like people in crypto usually don't want to talk about real businesses in the real world that is making something that people are willing to pay for, to create revenue streams. And there has not been that much focus in crypto on producing real revenue streams. It has not really been explored that much. But yeah, like that's kind of fascinating. It's like people want to do a lot of, it seems like people want to do a lot of vanity projects. So it's like maybe people made a lot of value by holding something, maybe Ethereum or some coin from early, right? And then many times it seems like they're just doing a vanity project, because doing a real business or something like that actually bring on real users, and where you're not just making a vanity project where you're just stealing the value between two people, and then it's like it's actually a really bad business model. But building real value, real business models, that is actually harder. So it seems like people rather do these, you know, vanity projects that when you really dive deeper into them, they probably are not that good. And maybe it also is a little bit boring. Like if someone makes a lot of value and then they see that everyone else is kind of lagging behind, then like they need to have a lot of dedication if they sort of want to bring those people up. So Steam is, for example, a very interesting thing, because you actually can have this like trickle down effect of value, even though like it takes a long time. Like it takes many years to sort of see that be rolled out and be trickled down. And many people may not want to do that, right? So maybe they want to do some vanity project, do some social trading thing or something like that. Then is that really good for this industry? I'm more of the view of that if you can get real value to people that are, for example, I love video because I think it really is good for this industry. The people are doing HD videos, they're saying their opinions, and I think that in a way that brings a lot of value. So I think that brings more value than a lot of this like trading stuff where people are just trying to steal each other's money, and it's like it doesn't really seem to be that win-win. So it seems like this industry sort of need a lot more voices, a lot more people doing videos to share intelligence much faster, because video, it really is the best medium to distribute something quick globally to everyone. So yeah, social trading. I'm gonna like look at it more, like projects are doing that and things like that. But I mean, I think they're gonna fail, most of them, because it doesn't really seem like they really have thought it through. And it seems like most people would eventually not make that much value on it because it's not really doing that much. I mean, a lot of these things, eventually artificial intelligence are going to be able to predict things much faster. So exchanging things super fast, like socially, you probably, what eventually would happen then probably is you would get not good data, because you can have someone do something good over here, but that doesn't mean that they actually know what they're doing. So it's very easy to get inaccurate data, or data that just because it was true there doesn't mean it's always going to be true in the future, because there's always new things changing and so much data that we don't have access to, and so much that can also happen in the world. So an AI, artificial intelligence, would eventually just be so much better in that human beings should probably do something else that is not so much data focused, it seems like. So humans are probably just gonna set it and forget it, do that with a lot of stuff. And that's gonna be like very interesting to see how it plays out. But yeah, I wanted to do a video talking a little bit about it. I'm not sure if this is like the new buzzword for 2020, but it sort of seems like it is. So every year it seems like we have a new kind of buzzword or something like that, that people sort of gravitate towards. And I think this term is just funny. Like, it becomes so old so fast. Social trading, it's like Google Plus. Oh, you can +1 something. And it's like they just try to copy paste give the Facebook things, but Facebook can do it so much better because they're like obsessed about the social thing. So maybe we need more specialized things and not just vanity stuff. That, or it seems like vanity. Maybe some of this is real and some of this is good, but it doesn't really seem like it, I would say. Yeah, that's what I want to talk a little bit about in this video. Have a great day, DTube and the Steam blockchain. Bye bye.